the question now is regarding the sequence itself. And
well,
I think I can see how this is going. Yeah, go ahead.
I would think it has some sort of comic relief, right?
Well, let's wait a moment.
Or not yet.
Let's
Okay.
wait a moment.
All right,
Yeah, you've
tell
established this. Let's move into what's happening.
Okay.
Because what's going to happen is whether you are going to, through coincidence, successfully get a crap weapon, successfully get a good weapon, or a really shitty one.
Okay. Can I throw FX as...
Don't forget defective props, too.
What?
Defective props. That's when something you have doesn't, it breaks.
You have it here.
Yeah.
It's no good.
Yeah. Yeah, you should all, both of you should know your no goods pretty well.
Yeah.
Because
you can write NG next to it so you can point it out.
What that means is that
something you want to use is not going to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay. And then
is it active every time I
No,
you have to invoke
once.
it. Okay. You have to say,
or he invokes it.
And also he has 2 of them.
Yeah.
Did you get 2?
Why do you have 3?
Some of them do.
I just want to ask before, because you were saying, before I said that I want to use the product placement, you said that I can try to get, like, popularity out of what I was doing?
Well, the point is that we are about to enter a sequence.
Okay.
During that sequence, you could use, for perhaps trying to get the bets to go up to succeed, right, in your job, you would have to roll guts.
Okay.
And so, in this case, and I would roll some opposition dice.
Okay.
And no matter what, you would get all the popularity. And since you used product endorsement before doing this, it's all doubled.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. So, but let's start the sequel.
Can you give me some dice? I don't know how many I need to have. Or I
grab
them.
the yellow box. Just use the house dice.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many would I have to use? Do they have to be different color?
They don't have to be any kind of different color or anything.
What's the maximum?
You're going to find out in just a moment.
Okay.
Let's play a little.
All right.
So the first thing that happens is you're going to get the weapon you get, and it's going to be the crap weapon unless you want to roll coincidence and try to get the good one. Okay, so you would roll your coincidence dice, which is 6 dice.
Okay.
And so you see these are the number of dice right here. Okay.
Right.
So get that ready. And so this is like the sequence preparatory to the actual fight. And then and this is what I was looking up right here.
I don't need to understand.
Right.
That's fine.
But it's nice. You don't need, but you took them like that.
It's not the same ones.
It's the same color. It's all red.
Sure, but it's not the same shade of red.
Yeah.
Now this is just 2 dice on my part because this is just a transitional moment. Okay. So when I am rolling against you, it has to do with the nature of the scene, whether it's a transitional scene or, as they say here, casual, tense, or climactic.
Okay.
Right, and then over here, this is a similar one for the kind of role I'm doing right now. And let's take, and here in your situation, well, just in that case, let's just go ahead and roll for your weapon right now, okay?
Sure.
So, go ahead. I rolled an 11.
10, 11, 17, 18.
Okay, 18 and 11 gives you 29 popularity. And so you have beaten my amount. So therefore, you're going to end up with a better weapon, which in this case is going to be a sledgehammer.
Okay.
Right? And of course, he gets a great weapon too. He gets like some sort of, a pair of...
Nunchucks?
No, he gets a pair of sticks that have like nails
Okay.
studded in them, and not with the point sticking out, but like pounded in halfway so they're
Okay.
flat heads, right? And he's this like completely like kind of blank faced guy, just getting ready, doesn't care who you are or whatever, and so.
How exactly is this equal 27?
Because it's only equal to 20. I don't know how to count anymore. That's fine.
Whatever makes you happy. It's 27, and I could figure it out, I suppose. So there we go. So now for you, since this sequence is pretty basic, there's you might as well use all your dice. By the way, your that drops to 5.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
And so use all your guts for Janita. So. And since this is just a yawn, that'll be 3 dice, unless you want to use a repertoire to make it more exciting.
Well, my idea was to use sort of the comic relief thing, which was with the look at his biceps. He's so handsome.
Excellent. So which one of these will you imitate?
All right.
So the BS fighting melee as possible.
Yeah.
So you would do a move.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
A funny move.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, excellent. So then that will bump it up to a cheer. So you're going to get your guts is 3, correct?
Yes.
Oh,
2 dice.
so you would have guts 3, and then you would subtract 1. You'd have 2 dice.
Wait, is this
No, this is
climatic?
No, this is yawn, and you just bumped it to a cheer.
You said a cheer. Okay, but why is it climatic featured roll?
You're a feature roll.
Okay.
So for your dice, you only use that bottom.
All right.
So.
Okay, that's pretty low.
Okay, because
you're rolling the same number of dice, or what?
Because this is a transitional scene. The moment is transitional. Therefore, I have it's a different thing. Yeah. Okay.
All right. I got a 5.
Oh, I got a 6. So you are going to get 22 popularity.
Okay.
Right? But the trouble is that people see, the big guy, and you're like, oh no, it's going the wrong way, right? This is going the wrong way.
What do you mean it's going the wrong way? He
People are betting,
will win.
Yeah, people are betting against him. So yeah. So
you're going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I am.
Right.
Not going to be
so here it comes. Here it comes.
I mean,
we move now into the next sequence.
Okay.
And the next sequence, you kind of have a lot of freedom to do other things, but we'll treat it like it's all a combat round.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever it is you want to get up to, like trying to escape or because things are going badly, or other things. Don't forget, you have cutaway, you have cue card. Cue card is I'm never going to tell you what's going on.
Yeah. I read that one.
The only way for you to know what's really going on or where to go, if it's not obvious, is to use cue card or something.
Okay.
So, or cutaway to see what's going on outside, or something like that. So, here is the deal. Our first sequence, you're going to have the fight's beginning, okay? And you're up against, a certain amount of guts. So the way I understand this is that you.
When do you use coincidence?
Okay.
Do I increase?
You
guts
use it as an action.
Do you raise guts now that I used it?
No.
Okay.
Your guts goes up when you suffer a shattering defeat of some kind.
Cool. Well, I just suffered a defeat.
It was a defeat.
Not shattering.
Well, we'll see what happens at the end of the scene to see how bad if you land on your feet somehow. But you are in trouble.
Yeah.
You are in trouble. People are watching.
I mean, I'm really advertising this guy here. You need to do better.
I'm looking. I mean, from my point of view, you're advertising your drink, not me.
That was a past scene, man. You need to stay in the moment.
Okay. So, for this first sequence, we're going to allocate your dice. If you're going to be using coincidence or guts, pick now.
How do I use coincidence?
Just like you use guts. You want to get something done, except that it's going to occur through coincidence. Look at it this way. Somebody's trying to kill you. And guts is when you fight back. Coincidence is when the rope snaps on the heavy bag that's above and it drops on you. Right?
That's why I had
That's
some
yeah. So you just go ahead and use your coincidence all you want to. So of course, with each use, it does drop. As you can see the logic, right?
Yeah,
your coincidence drops and your guts goes up as the.
So you're
right.
less terrible.
Yeah, especially because you're supposed to suffer awful defeats in the beginning. So.
That's normally supposed to be.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah. It's actually not that bad.
Yeah. But it does.
Yeah. So now, the whole point is that we're going to move into the action, and you're going to take the action dice you want to use. But for this sequence, that's all the dice you have.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you want to use them for defense or not, for example, or whether you use them all up in one big effective thing at once, against an extra, which is what this guy is. Let's see. Right. If you, when you roll, and this applies to coincidence as well, 2 or above does a wound to an extra for each die.
Okay.
So you'll do a wound for almost every die, probably. Whereas if it's against a supporting cast, it's 4 and above. Okay. And if it's against the featured villain, right, who's also a featured role, then it's on 6. So you're not going to do many wounds to that guy. And also you have as many wounds as you have guts, so you're kind of getting it from both ends with the featured role villain. He's got a lot of guts and it's hard to hurt him. So that's why you need things like lethal exchange and stuff like that. So you don't, all your dice count and stuff like that. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Okay, so you got your dice. This, therefore, you're reserving for like defense.
No, it's only have 5 dice.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay.
Oh.
So now we're going to say that this is where I think it's kind of harsh. Okay. You moved it up to a cheer. Right?
I moved it up to a cheer.
Yeah. You know what? The tension has mounted. Let's say, okay, let's let it all be a cheer right now. I'm being a little generous. I just wanted to I think we should start scenes kind of low and build them through use, right? So we're at the cheer level. So you're going to drop a die right there. Okay. So will you. Right? Now, okay, so here we go. We're basically he's basically going to come in and he's totally impassive. I mean, maybe he's on something, right? That he's totally passionless and takes a swipe, like somebody gets too close, right? He just takes a swipe at them. Whatever target, he perceives as just a target, right? So this dude is like coming at you, and we're going to see who comes in first. I'm doing 4. This is for my attack, reserving 1 for defense or for another attack, depending on what happens. So you are just 1 die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take the major.
So let's see. So he's going to go first. More dice means he comes in first by definition. Or wait, yeah, that's how you do it if it's tied. Okay. The other rule is that if you have sides fighting sides, whoever has less people, they go first. Okay. That's the Bruce Willis rule, they call it. Okay, so let's roll. Okay. Oh, are you going to use a repertoire?
I was thinking about that.
You have background special.
Yeah. I wanted to use BS melee.
And so that means that we will go from here to here, so you get your die back.
Okay.
And so do you.
Thing, so...
What
Wait,
did he
no,
use?
no, just sorry, you, not you.
Yeah.
What did
He
he
used a background specialty to jump the excitement level up, so he can use all
Okay.
his dice.
But that's only for him.
For him, because background specialties are for a specific role.
Okay.
They don't last like the whole sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in that case, you're going to use.
Okay, you have...
You were going to use just like a couple dice, right?
Yeah, I'm going to use only 2 then.
Okay.
And keep 3 in attack.
Okay, so in that case, coming in, and I get a 10.
I got a 7.
Okay, so you'll get 17 popularity, first of all.
Yep.
And then that means that he actually did a wounds to you with a 6. So yes, you are, didn't put a lot into your, into your defense there. And so, those go away for now. We're still in the same sequence.
Yeah, but
And,
I'm going to use a slow eating, so it's going to stay.
Right, okay, right. So now,
The wound, does he mark it anywhere else? Does it increase his guts or something?
only if he shatters and suffers a defeat. That's a scene level
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Okay, that's a scene level thing. We look
Alright.
at the scene and say,
Okay.
did you take a big defeat or not during for the whole scene?
Mhm.
So let's see about this. Now it's your attack.
Oh, 9.
9 versus a 5. You're going to get 14 popularity, and you did, and all of them hit, right? 2 and above.
Yes.
Okay, so 3 wounds. So it's pretty easy, right? He comes in, cuts you with the nails, gives you a little trouble, and all you do is, scientifically. Is it like really scientific?
Nah.
Because you're gung ho, right? That means you go in hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's more like the jumping on him, and I got a sledgehammer or something.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And just
Oh, I see. Okay.
jet hammer on his face. Or
Okay.
knee. Because I'm not killing him.
Oh, right.
But,
Right, and that's
shadow-
your choice, by the
Yeah.
way. For supporting for extras.
Correct.
It's your support. It's your choice what you
Yeah,
do.
I'm
So it
going to
depends. Like in this one, you're just going to put it out.
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
scatter his knee.
Yeah. Okay. So
He took a
bam,
sledgehammer in the knee.
right, and so that moves us into regard. You see, we should have had figured out what you were doing. You should have been rolling in the midst of this. I didn't handle this right. We should have had one sequence with your action in it.
Mm.
The point is that it's going badly, and the people who do not work for Mr. Scarlatti are coming in after you.
Yeah, but you see, they wanted people to lose money on this guy. They are actually losing money on this guy because this guy is winning.
So, but are you going to try to convince them of this? Which
Yes!
that's guts. Or are you going to use coincidence? So while you're trying to convince them, what happens?
I
Exactly.
can
See,
see so
it's
many
starting.
things just flowing around.
Uh-huh.